I probably shouldn't make this video, but the thought has been on my mind quite a bit, and I just kind of wanted to workshop it and talk to other people about it because I don't know. It's been on my mind, and I was doing a Twitch stream, and then my boy Listen Squirrel jumped in. My boy Always jumped in. We started having a discussion, and I was just saying that I honestly don't think that anyone who makes over $500 million needs any more money than that. There are billionaires in this world, and that makes no sense when we have people who are literally in poverty, or people who literally are fighting right now in the middle of a pandemic to survive because, jobs are disappearing, infrastructure is falling apart, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. And immediately, if you just went to, all the billionaires, hey, guys, could you give, everybody, some of your money? We would solve all that immediately. I mean, we really would. It would immediately fix the poverty line. It would immediately help other people who are struggling no longer struggle. And to be completely honest, I don't think anyone needs more than $500 million. You don't need billions of dollars. Jeff Bezos is good for the rest of his life and the rest of his family's life and the rest of all eternity, right? But what if we spread that wealth around to help other people? Now, I get what I'm saying is slightly political. I'm not trying to be a political person. Always said that it sounds like I like socialism. And I was kind of to be honest, I've heard the rhetoric around socialism before, coming mostly from Trump supporters. And I'm always like, why is it evil? Why is it bad? Because I know that, they were saying that Bernie was a socialist, and they didn't like that. And then I looked into what socialism is, and frankly, it just sounds like you create products and goods for everybody instead of it being for profit. So, toilet paper will be for everybody because you need it. I don't see why that's bad. I don't. And I'm not trying to, again, be political. I don't see the harm in doing things that are for the greater good, utilitarianism. I don't see what's wrong with people supporting others. I get the idea that if you limit people from how much money they can make, it won't really drive people to be innovative. It won't drive people to necessarily create anything new. It won't drive anyone to try to achieve that higher level of wealth, which I totally understand. But I still have to ask, what's so bad about maybe people that make, 500 million and beyond having to give more of that extra beyond money away that they're not really going to use for anything productive anyway? You think about it. What is Kanye West going to do with his billions of dollars? He's going to make more ugly shoes, He's going to build more infrastructure. Yes, he could be donating some of his money, but he could have done it with his 100 million after he made his first 300 million. And I think that if it was up to me, I would say hey, you billionaires out there, if you can prove to me that you're doing something good for the greater economy or the greater populace, then yes, you can keep that money to do with as you please, as long as it goes into these certain programs that help people. Because we are in a situation, at least me, in Chicago, where education is at stake here. You have kids and people who aren't taught at an equal level to everyone else. And therefore they get into the workplace and they get out into the world and they struggle because they weren't taught at a good level. I'll say that as a product of the CPS, I came from Chicago, I think that my education was subpar, and I would be better than I am now had I been given an education that was up to par with the ones that my friends who went to suburban and, I'll just say it, white schools had. Because when I went to school, everybody cheered and clapped their hands and are very proud of me for getting a 21 on the ACT. Because you know why? It was the second highest score in my high school. The highest score in my high school was 23. If you don't understand ACTs, it's a scoring system, and the highest you can get is a 30. So then I get to college, and all these freaking kids that I know aren't smarter than me, I talk to them, they're not smarter than me, had 28s, 27s, 29s, 30s. I'm like, why were they so proud of me in high school? Why were they so proud of this piss poor score? Because the standards are lower, because they didn't teach us the same way. And I would love if the system was different and if the money was poured upon my school to get better teachers, better resources, better books, better systems, better ways to learn the tests, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Again, I wasn't a dumb kid. I was in AP and honors classes. I had regular for math. But for the most part, I was in these advanced courses, and it still didn't mean anything at the end of the day because my education, while it was in the higher learning classes, wasn't up to par with my contemporaries. And that is frustrating to even know and live with, I would say. So I just want to ask, like, people out there that maybe don't like socialism, or people out there that, just are maybe feeling the pinch, or people out there that are supporting Trump or supporting whoever they support. Why don't you like the idea of us all having a chance to be equal? Why don't you like the idea of us all, being at the table at the same time and enjoying the same fruits of our labors? I don't think that people that, right now who are like garbage men, or some of these like city jobs that are, will take care of the hell out of you because you get a pension and everything else, that maybe aren't like the most, glamorous jobs in the world. You don't think those will get done by somebody? I know plenty of people who just want to work with their hands. I would gladly be a garbage man because I know what it comes with, all the benefits. But I don't care about the pay so much. Like the job I'm in now, I'm in it for the pay. And I think I'd be happier if I was able to work a job where I was very, 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 very passionate about it and love what I did every single day, Like, I wouldn't have been worried to go into school to be a teacher, because I would be like, I'm in a system where, you get rewarded for the job you do, and it's enough to just live off of, and enough to buy cool things, and then that's enough. Like, we don't need all the extra frills. Like, I want a PS5. I want an Xbox Series X. I want those things. I want a Nintendo Switch when I got one, right? But what if, the goods were made where we could all afford them, and that was good enough. That was great. That's all you need. I mean, I guess it totally doesn't work, but I don't know how it works in action. I've only known how it works in theory. So maybe I should do some more research. But I would just love to have a conversation. I know this is a really weird video to make and put on this channel, but it was on my mind, and I just wanted to talk about it. So how do you guys feel about the things I just said? And if you're a Trump supporter and you're watching this, why are you making the choice that you make? I really do want to know that, because I feel like, and I'm not trying to attack anybody, I'm not trying to be political, but I feel like when I hear him speak, I can tell that he's kind of lying or making it up on the go. Like, and I'm not like an analyst, I don't look at people's speech patterns, but you know how you have some people in your life you can just tell they lie a lot, and you wouldn't even know that, you just can talk to them enough? He strikes me as one of those people. So why do you want him to be the president? Just from a baseline, and that's really it. Like, he wants to grab women by the peas, and you're like, grab these, grab the country. Ugh. It's just a question. I'm not a Democrat by any means. I'm not a Republican either. I'm just trying to make a choice, and I've got my papers to vote right now. And this whole conversation came about because I was, again, on Twitch. But then I'm also thinking, like, okay, I have to vote. I've got to make a choice, right? I've got to pick someone. It's my mail-in ballot. I got to pick somebody, right? Who do I pick? Because, like, I'm looking even at the general election portion, right? I'm like, who do you pick out of this list of people that I don't know who they are? I'm not just going to pick just the Democrats. I want to make sure I know what they stand for, what things they're going to vote for, what their systems are, like, what are they going to do for me, what are they going to do for other people? It's a lot in here. There's a lot of power right here in this ballot. It's a lot. And I don't want to just throw it away. I don't. But I do want to say that I voted. So, I don't know. How are you guys making your decisions? This is a really longer video than I thought it was going to be. Let me know.